Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and today we're doing something a little different. Yes, I know we usually do our Mopar Monday, and I still do have a lot of Mopars to unbox, but I wanted to show you guys the new Lowriders from a brand new company called 97M, and they're producing 64 Impala Lowriders with adjustable suspension, and they finally came out. They were taking pre-orders over the past month or two, and I waited till they were finally released and ordered mine about, I don't know, 2 weeks ago from China, and they finally arrived. These cars are beautiful, and the price that they want for them is very, very reasonable. They're actually probably a few dollars cheaper than Fineworks. The fine works usually go for, if you order them from China, between say 27 to 35 bucks a piece. Now the 97Ms, they are ranging from 22 to about 30 bucks. But most places it averages out to like 25 each. And usually you can get free shipping or shipping for just like $3 or $4. So it's really reasonably priced. And here are the three that they released first. They have one in a metallic purple, one in a jet black color, and one in blue that has like different shades of blue patterns and stripes on it. Basically like a traditional lowrider paint job, especially this type of paint job you have seen during the 90s and early 2000s. And these cars, once again, they're gorgeous. And they even give you a free gift which with each one. And that is a little keychain of Gypsy Rose. And this is the real deal car. They have a photograph and sealed it in plastic. And so every car comes with one of these. So I have three of these things now. But they are pretty cool. I don't know, the next wave, they've already started taking pre-orders for them and showed some prototype pictures of the next two. There's a white one, and then there is one that looks to be, I don't know, a copper, maybe even a red kind of color, and it has the same patterns and stripes as like the blue one, except they're done in different shades of like copper, orange, red, things like that to correspond with the paint job. So since we're going over that one, I'm going to show you the blue one first. And these usually do come wrapped in like a cellophane plastic that's taped down, just like the Fineworks ones do. And the keychain was hidden up inside the base of the car, or the display case, I should say. And looking at the sleeve, there's nothing really special about it. It says Lowrider in the background with like, I don't know, maybe LA cityscape in the background, and then palm trees and such. And this just says 1964 Impala SS Lowrider, and diecast, and scale 64. There we go. And on the back, 97M. On the bottom, basic like choking hazard warnings and things like that. These are not licensed products. That's why they are cheap compared to like stuff that is licensed like Hot Wheels and such. But I'm sorry guys, for what these things cost, I will continue to buy them. They're very nice and they are very cheap compared to other competing companies that are licensed. For example, like Hot Wheels. This one is probably the most compatible one to Hot Wheels. Yeah, Fineworks is a little bit more elaborate on detail than what Hot Wheels was, with the opening trunk, the removable roof, and such things like that, an opening hood with detailed engine. So there's a lot going on with the Fineworks. So Fineworks is still probably the most detailed lowrider on the market right now. But these are very, very nicely done too. There's no opening parts, and no removable top, which with the Fine Works cars, I'm just consider them to be convertibles. I don't like their hard tops because they have no back window at all in them, and they give you a boot to put on if you take the top off. So all of mine are riding top down with the boot on because, as I said, the tops that they do give you do look a little bit like shit because there's no back window. I guess you could cut it out or color it in or whatever. But anyways, this car here does not have that option. And the wheels on this one are very nicely done. The diameter and profile of the tire may be a little bit big than what most lowriders typically have, but these wheels do look better than like what Mattel offers on their RLC lowriders. These are even better than like what the Auto World ones look and such. So, but they're kind of equivalent to maybe the Johnny Lightning Auto World type. I would say something like that. It does have wipers, mirrors. The mirrors look a little bit big, as you can see, but they are also made in a very nice way. They are made as part of the window trim going around the base of the window, is what it looks like. So, and then they have the wipers here in the park position. Now, the mirrors and the wipers and stuff are feel like a metal type of material, probably like some kind of foil material, kind of like what they did on the Fine Works or with the cowl part, and the wipers and such was like a foil on the Fine Works. That's what this one has too. Bumpers are very nicely done. They are separate pieces. Detailed tail lights. The tail lights are very nicely detailed. Chevrolet across the rear, and your Impala Chevrolet emblem. The Impala SS logos on the quarter panels. Nice detailed grille with acrylic headlight lenses. Detailed marker lights in the front bumper. And as you can see, it is metal on metal. Nice chrome base. And this does have like extended exhaust tips that are separate pieces. Actually, my black Impala is missing one, but they're like so small that it's hard to even see them like sticking out. Like this one too, I think is broken a little bit too. Or it may have come all the way off. I don't know. But those are because they're hanging out a little bit and your finger grabs them. So that's something that's not going to be too durable. The suspension, however, feels a lot stiffer than what Fine Works was. Because Fine Works, a lot of times when I bought them, I had to take them apart and readjust the screw, or I had to take the little plate off in the center right in here, and I had to file the bottom of it to get it to work a little bit better. This one seems to be a-okay from the get-go, so no adjustment required like the Fine Works stuff. And it is able to articulate into any pose that you would like, such as three-wheel motion and such. And as I mentioned, the paint job on this one is kind of like a traditional type of paint job you would have seen on a lowrider back in the, I would say, from the 70s through the 90s. So very cool. Nice detail on the interior. As you can see, it's got a chrome steering wheel, detailed console. You have your rear view mirror, and it even has the little plaque in the back window that says high class, but it's highlighted like you just see ass. So it's kind of funny seeing that. And I just noticed you got the Impala SS logo here across the deck lid. That is pretty sweet. So yeah, the other one that's coming up, the copper or red, hard to tell. It's like some kind of deep copper reddish candy color with the exact same patterns as this has, just lighter and darker shades of the same color being blue, and maybe has a little gold in it. And that's another thing, it comes with gold wheels. I cannot recall if it had gold trim. It could have, but I know for sure it has gold wheels, which looks really good. The counterpart to it is a white one. So those are going to be really cool too. So coming up with number 2, the black one. And once again, these are very cool. They come in the acrylic cases. Now, these are not numbered like Fine Works. So I'm not sure how many of these are produced. There's no indication on the packaging or the case that these are like one of 1,000 or whatever. And as you can see, this one has no tip on this end. It has the tip over here, but as I said, it doesn't really matter to me because, I don't know, it looks good with or without them. And so this one is just jet black. As you can see, I got fingerprints all over it already. But the paint quality is very, very nice. Once again, suspension is nice and stiff, so you could just adjust a little bit and it stays in that park position with just the front end up just a tad. Looks really good, man. And then once again, detailed lights, the Chevrolet badge, and the Impala SS badge. You can see it much better on the black and the high class plaque in the back window. And you can see in the packaging tray, there's detail back there with some speakers, which is really cool. And once again, the bottom is nicely detailed with the X-shaped frame, the exhaust, and such things. And they even took the time to cut out in the front part so the front area doesn't look so bulky like a lot of the other ones. So that is really cool. That's the problem with the pivot ball, because you have the whole front cross member A-frame section that drops down with it, and that doesn't look very realistic. That's why 3D printed chassis are preferred by a lot of people, because they look exactly like the real deal. Because they have the A-arm suspension in the front, and they have the rear end in the back on the pivot ball. Just like what the real thing would be. I mean, the rear end's not on the pivot ball, the real thing, but you know what I mean. It looks like the drive shaft dropping down with the rear end, the way it would be. And each front wheel is independent with the A-frame. So here's the purple one. And all 3 of these are great. That was the problem too with Fine Works. When they released 3 at a time, there was always one dud in the bunch that I didn't like. Like the first time they released them, the black and gold one, which was beautiful. And its counterpart was a black one with bones on the side of it and pink interior. I didn't really like it. I didn't order it. And they're still available online. I think a few places have them available. And then the second wave that had the white one, the red one, and then had the black with the purple flames. But the black with the purple flames wasn't too bad, so I did grab it. The third release was the pink one, the green one, and that black one with the comic strip stuff on it. I did not really like it. I just got the green one, but I do have the pink one on the way finally. But these ones, the way they're dropping them with these great looking like one color paint job or one with traditional lowrider graphics, I'm gonna snag them all up. They are all nicely done. Can't wait for that copper reddish colored one and the white one. They will look great with these guys. So I'll spin this around, but I know they're all the same car. We've been over all the details already. But yeah, this is a beauty, man. The interior is nicely detailed, as I mentioned, with your chrome steering wheel. Even the seats are detailed with the patterns in the center. Console, once again, shifter down there in the console. It looks really good. All the side trim is detailed with tampos. Impala SS on the quarter, door handles, all the window trim is there. They look really, really dope. So these are a must-have for any lowrider fan like myself. And we have another company, not a new company, but another contender with the adjustable suspension on a 64 Impala coming up soon. That is Auto World. So I'm excited to see what they have in store for us. It's going to be the same setup, pivot ball style adjusting suspension, but I just want to see how well they do with their 64 Impala and their suspension and see how like affordable they are compared to these guys. It's going to be hard for them to beat these because these are very, very nicely detailed, seem to be very close to being true to scale. They're the same size as I think the Revell and Hot Wheels and such. Later on, I'm going to do a comparison video. We're going to take one of these, one of Fineworks, one of RLC, and the old school Revell, and put them all next to each other and go over the details of them. So we'll do that probably in the coming week. I'll do that for you guys. So turn on your notification bell and see when we drop that video. It'll be a comparison so you can see all the pros and cons of every company. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy your week.